Anyway, here we have our pipe, and I'm gonna just start by getting to clean them out. Actually, let me think what angle is gonna be best for you guys to see. Maybe like this. I think so. Well, they're basically cleaned, but I'm gonna wash them out once more. And I do have my second, hi there, welcome. I do have a second live trying to get running on my notebook for my second channel, Locked Up Drag Fishing, where I upload all of my long form videos and into horizontal or square format live streams. Yeah, horizontal. Anyway, here right now, let's start getting those pipes properly cleaned because I want to use the top to make some pipe soup or stew or whatever you want to call them. Here's one. I might get a tape measure out to check how long they were before I start filleting them. I mean, we could still measure the carcasses, I guess, but they might stretch a little. It might be unfair. So the try to clean, honestly. I'm using a spoon to scrape. I'm still having problems with my allies too. But I have an idea. Let's see. Yes, leave. And now. Anyway. Let's see. Mika Müller. Hi, hello, moin. I mean, Müller is a German name, but we usually speak English on the channel. Unless you have some very specific questions. But of course, I can answer in German as well. Get some of the slime off. Moin. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I speak German, English, Portuguese, and a little bit of Japanese. Okay, first, I'm going to be doing some boneless pike fillet. I have 4 pike right here. The rest are in this bucket. And we're going to get them all nice and ready to eat. Like, I have nothing against speaking different languages. It's just, the most people can understand it. If I am talking in English, that is why I usually do. But it's totally fine to speak some other language. Kann auch ein bisschen Deutsch reden. Podemos falar um pouco de português também. Ou inglês, alemão. So, yeah. No worries if there's something you don't know how to ask or say in English. no problem whatsoever. And I'm scraping out the insides a little bit with a spoon, just for any spots that I missed when I was cleaning the fish at the lake. You could actually make pike sushi as well. Oh yeah, we got pike or head in German or Lucio in Portuguese. Breaking off some of that slime that we don't need. A little bit of old newspaper. It's not soaking wet anymore. And yeah, this is what we're gonna fill today. A real nice pie. All right. Next one. This is a smaller one. Let me check for the oven. All right, all right. So next pie clean. And last one. And yeah, no, all right. Oh, right, I was totally wrong. Oops. Now I know why nothing was working. I was trying to go live on the wrong channel, I think. Was I don't even know at this point. Anyway, I am trying to run a dual live from two angles, but it might not work. And I don't know. We'll see. Try to spin a little bit as we go. All right. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Do I still have, can I still go into the, how do I, okay, now, um, mm, okay. Hey there, Kobe. You too. I hope you're having a great day. Okay. I'm just gonna see if things work. Let's start sharpening the knives. Right. Right on. Right on. Where did I put it? Okay, I had it here. Actually, let me do that over here so we don't get any little metal particles on the dish. That would be kind of annoying, you know. Okay. Oh, sorry, you can't see me. Oops. Okay, that's getting something isn't working right on that other live. I'm just gonna close the Hey there, John. Glacier. Welcome. Welcome, guys. Good to see you. Just got my knife sharp and ready. And we're dealing with a bucket load of pike. A nice small pike. This is actually not one of the big ones. But yeah. Beautiful. I'm doing all right. Good deal. I like cutting fish. Awesome. Yeah. I'm trying to do 2 lives, which is kind of a pain in the butt for my notebook because it's not working. Like if it keeps not working, then I'm just gonna stop. But yeah, we got 4 good sized pike. I think I'm just gonna restart the notebook. This shit is getting annoying. It happened before. It wasn't working. All right. Agreed, John. Absolutely. This pike is delicious. All right, normally I would sit down and I will eventually, but to knock off the fillets while I'm getting my notebook up and running, I'm just going to do it standing. So, I mean, you guys probably know the drill. Just go along the spine with a semi-stiff knife and knock these fillets off. You could scale them and then make them skin off, delicious. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna skin them at the end, and I'm gonna make stock out of the carcasses and skins and the bony part. So yeah, baby. Nice pike fillet, right? Actually, that's gonna go right here. So, Marlon brother, Pernell, good to see you, man. Good to see you. All right. One pike done, 3 to go. Well, you know, nothing else fits, of course. We're not actually done. But yeah. That's one carcass for the soup. And that is why I did clean those pike, because we're gonna get a lot more meat than we have would waste otherwise. So you could keep some ground fish or something. You could grind them up with the bones, but you know, you can also just make a good stock out of it. It's gonna be delicious. Let's see if I can get my other light running now. Let's do another pike in the meantime, or actually, I'm gonna see right now. It's gonna or yeah, okay, this appear just need a little bit more time. So next pike to go. Here, the big boy. Here is a big boy. It's not really a big boy. Oh right, I wanted to measure them. Be right back. I'm gonna get the measuring tape out so we can see how big those pikes are before I cut them out. Oops. Okay. Okay. We got our tape measure. Okay, now exhausted from work lately. All right. Well, glad it's getting better. Okay, I'm just gonna take the leave the pipe laying through. You'll be my witnesses. This is where it begins. I'm gonna do it first in feet and inches because you know most of you guys are from the US. So it's just over 2 feet. That 2 feet and 1 inch. So that means it's 50. It's a no, sorry, I'm wrong. I'm totally wrong. It's a 25 inch. Yeah, 25 inch. 25-inch pipe. And in centimeters, the way I would count the pipe, it is 63 centimeters. That's a good size. Perfect even size. And the other life just doesn't want to work. Great. Okay, I'm stuck at on one fin. Oh, all right, done. I will cut. All right, next pike. I wonder how they were caught. I did miss. Did I miss a pike catching video? No, unfortunately, I couldn't. I was going to go live, but well, there was no cell reception on that link, unfortunately. So that didn't quite work out. Yeah. Anyway, okay, something is dropping here. Yeah, let's get the next pike out. Okay, this is a big boy. Like me and my dad caught them together. I didn't catch all of them myself. But of course, if you're on the same boat, you know, it's kind of the same deal. You could both take the bites if you wanted to, when you're using bait at least. So okay. Let's see if I can get the other one. Run with. I'm not gonna waste time with it. Okay, my book. My book. No guarantees. Here's some coffee. This is half and half, decaf and regular. Well, thanks, Glacier. Shark. Darn it, you could just record the best parts and post this video. I will try. The issue was it was also like very slow for most of the session, and it just happened really fast catching the fish. And yeah, that's all. All right, let's measure this pike now. I mean, I did measure it, and I think it was 77 centimeters. So first, for the Americans, that's 2 feet 6 inches. So that would make exactly 30 inches. 30 inches. Yep, same thing on both tail. Oops, same length on both tail fins, and 77, maybe 8 actually, if I spread out. Yeah, that would be 78 centimeter pipe. Nice one. Very nice. Oh, right. I need to close. Maybe I'm going to be able to have the other life run in a minute. Hey there, Caden, Lurky Pookie. what exactly do you want? That sounds oddly suggestive. I know how it goes. Obviously, the best videos shows a strike, but it's impossible to make decent, exciting videos after the strike. It's not impossible. Yes, exactly. But that's why I would like to have a live stream running. I can still cut it into videos, after I can download the live. But I cannot keep recording for 5 to 10 hours. I don't have that. Live on the notebook is going to work. I changed the browser that I'm using. Yes, we're live, baby. Woo! So we already cleaned some pipe. This is a 78 centimeter or 30-inch. I'm not gonna say deep, but it's a really nice one. This is like the biggest I would eat. I would keep, honestly. But it also swallowed, so you couldn't really release it. But yeah, this boy right here, this is what we're filleting, and we have 3 slightly smaller ones as well. And they're all nice and clean, so we can use the carcasses to make some stew. That's also going to be really nice. And nothing's going to get wasted. Wow, there's so much meat on this pie. They're all actually pulling drag. They're really well pies. Ain't that a slab of a fillet? Of course, it's still got all the bones. But yeah, baby. And yeah. Then there's a lot of places you cannot fish live bait. That would be right at my doorstep, pretty much. And it would also be funny to see some controls where they think I'm using live bait fish and I'm not breaking any rules. So here's the carcass. Voila. And now we can put the carcasses in the pot. or is it all gonna get boiled down? Let's measure this one. I'm gonna say he's gonna be maybe 65 centimeters. So that would be what? 25, 26 inches. Welcome. Welcome to the chat or the channel. All right. First for the Americans, then for the rest of the world. I'm joking, kind of. Oh, it's actually bigger. That's 20, 26 and a half inches. 26 and a half. Bottom fin, 26 and a half. Or 26 and 3/4. Could almost say it's 3, but only almost. And it's 68. 68. That is indeed a really nice pie. Okay, here it's only 67. Here it's 68. Okay, 68 centimeter pie. 68 centimeter pike, the final one to fillet. Yeah, baby. Really, really nice fish. All right, now let's get to filleting. Now I'm going to grab a fork to keep hold of the fillets, and I'm going to sit down. Coffee, my cutting board. Let's get the fork out. Let's get a couple forks and a fresh cutting board in case I'll need it. All right. Now we should be good to go. Yeah. All right. This is not a good angle. Folks, I still need to knock the fillets off of this pipe. Oops, almost forgot. All right. What you saying, John? Is that you in the photo? It's me and my dad. You can probably tell which one. I'm the one holding the pipe with the head facing the camera because I thought I'm gonna hide my hands, but yeah, my dad was a shot holding him sideways. And that's good. Now we're done knocking off the fillets. And you can break the spine to make it fit better in the pot, the stew pot. If you get a bunch of fish, you basically need to do this. All right. Already gonna throw some salt on here. Not too much. Easy to oversalt. I mean the little boy above the table. Oh, this one. No, that is a little. He's older than me actually. That's when my dad was working on a farm in Switzerland. That was the son of the farm he was working for, I think. When my dad was really young. before he had children of his own. All right. So now I got my forks, I got my knives. I'm going to get a glass of water, and then it's time to do the rest. Now the real work starts. Yeah. There's angle kind of sucks. All right. Yeah, that's good. Let's do it like this. All right. So now let's get all these bones out. And I'm gonna do the regular filleting first, and then I'm gonna get the Y bones out later. And that is all going into the food part first. I'm too far right now to reach chat, unfortunately. But yeah, with most fish, the fillet will be done now. No bone, no scales, no rib bones or anything left. Let's see. Done. Okay. Oh, that's gonna stay on there. Basically, not much to do on this one either. Just get that fin out. Get these little tiny pieces of bone off of here. This is the after of the fish. So this is going into the trash bucket. Right next to it. On this one, all of the belly, the bones are still in. Well, they were all in. They're done. There they go. And one more done. Oh, is it done? I think it is. Yeah, it is. That is done. All right. Let's. Okay, no, those aren't bones. Okay, there's some hemorrhaging here. Let's get that out. That's ugly. I don't know what caused it. Actually, let's put that in the trash. And there's still some bones left. Voila. The belly fin out. Okay, we still have two more fillets. Then they're basically done. Like, pike don't have pin bones, they have Y bones. So you don't have to remove pin bones, but you do have those nasty Y bones, which are kind of a pain to get out. But it's not all that difficult. Just gotta know what you're doing. All right, last fillet. Pike didn't have Y bones, that would be an absolute dream fillet. Okay. Here I cut too much into the meat. There's a big chunk of nice meat that I don't really want to waste. Actually, it's not that big. As sushi. At least that's what Sean told me, and I do trust him. So we're done. You just get the right side now. And there's different ways to do it. All right. Is it looks like you're sitting for an epic? You said it. You said it, Glacier. So, try some pike sushi. I know it's good, and I with those pike from the lake they come from. So where was that piece? Not this one, but this one will do as well. And voila. Some soy sauce. Every live reaction. Oh, it's good. It's just good fish. What can I say? Pike is really good, even raw. All right. And I might have some more sushi as we go. Or sashimi, I should say. Actually, all of this stuff I cut off the knife. It's less tasty. But yeah, you can have pike sushi as well. At least if you know you don't have parasites to worry about. But it's probably best to check if in your area eating raw fish is safe. Just because it is for me doesn't mean it is for you. So yeah. Anyway, let's get those Y bones out. They run in a line here at the back of the fish. And sort of feel them. Actually, I'm just gonna see where I'm gonna put the fish. All right. It's been a long time, like years, since I've done this. It looks like I still got it. This is a waste. And here's a little bit. I know there's a part of bone in here too, but I've never removed it and no one ever noticed. So I'm gonna just leave this as is. And now you just have to skin it, but I'm gonna skin it at the end when I have something clean to put the fillets in. Okay, John is asking questions. Maybe I'm gonna just do this then. Lime juice to firm it up, that would work, but I don't think it's, I don't know. I usually do a marinade of soy sauce, some lime or lemon juice, and some garlic maybe, and just leave it in there a little bit and then fry it up like pan-seared. I mean, how much will you use for two people? One fillet, some fish. I feel like I can eat two or three people servings the same. I could eat a big fillet like this all on my own, but you could also feed three people from it probably. So depends how hungry you are, basically. Gotta check the line where the bones start. Cut down onto the bone. Voila. And yeah, like if you leave the skin off, like if you would have descaled them, I was just too tired to do it, honestly. You could just fry and skin on, that would be beautiful. Oh, I forgot to film here. Oops. Sorry, folks. Let's drop you guys out over here. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it standing. It is better for film. If you're just doing it by yourself, maybe not. But I'm feeling some bone on here. It's just some surface stuff. I should have called that earlier though. Anyway, regardless. Now the big boy. Mhm. Voila. Very, very nice. We got another big ass fillet. That's all done. Just need to de-skin it. All right. Let's check the chat. Ja. Ich habe noch 4 Filets, wo ich die Mitglieder drauf machen muss, dann muss ich die Haut weg und dann ist alles fertig. Also 20 Minuten. Sehr schnell. And here we have another piece of python and sushi, I think. Unless it's one full of bone. And it is. Okay, never mind. Okay, here we still have some cleanup work on the fillet. Well, there's still only one piece. Let's turn. It's easier sometimes to turn the fish. In the direction you find it easiest cutting. Okay, there's a chance I missed some bones on the one of the previous fillets. But I don't think it fits a lot. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just self-conscious. Might as well take this piece of meat already off. And let's get a bowl to put the fish in. I think we're gonna need a big one to start with. And I'm testing to see if I've got all the bones by running my knife through in the opposite direction, away where there could still be some bones hiding. And with that cut, I'm going to feel if there's any left. All right. One more fillet down and two more to go, I think. Yeah, only two more fillets. The rest is all done. Great. And then the last step is just skinning, which is the easiest part of it all, by far, I would say. Okay, here's there's multiple. Oh, gosh. Here there's two lines. Okay. Down here, there's something that I still need to remove. But other than that, maybe there isn't things in here. So another piece of sushi. Hmm. There are, but not enough to throw the pike away. Okay. Last fillet, everyone. Last fillet. Hey, Ron. Good to see you, man. Ron, jack of all trades, master of none. Really cool name, man. Yeah, let's just get this line off, this top line off. Yeah, it's only pretty. Doesn't matter. Okay, any more comments I'm missing? Doesn't look like it. But still got 2 people watching. That's nice. Okay, on here there's some good meat. Looks like I've been always missing. It's part of the reason I like to make soup when I do pike fillets, because you just have so much meat that you waste. But hey, okay, just it's not going to get that meat out. But we're done. Basically, you just need to de-skin them. So hey, could be a lot worse. And I'm not going to sharpen the knife now. I think so, yeah. I mean, I was a commercial fisherman, so I've kind of got a cheat code. I'm just going to use a fresh cutting board because what the hell. Yeah, being an ex-commercial guy, of course, it is a bit of a cheat code. But for getting all of the pin bones out for pike, it really wasn't too bad. I've taken way longer in the past. And now you're just going to prop your fillet down, take your knife at the end, make an incision, and go right along that skin. Pike don't really have a significant bloodline. They're very lean, so you don't need to leave any meat on the skin to get rid of the bloodline because there is no bloodline. None to speak of anyway. Okay, right here I've cut through the skin, it looks like. But yeah, beautiful fillet. Kind of reminds me of tilapia, honestly, from the looks of it. Not sure about the taste. Some more sushi. And skin for the soup. Again, just run your knife right along the skin. And there's special beekeeper forks that are a little bit better. I have some of those at home, but I didn't bring any with me on this trip. But what the hell. Voila. No meat left on the skin. And another beautiful fillet, and the bowl is getting kind of full. But that was expected. Let me get something else to put some of the fish in. Let's see. Probably gonna need a pot. Perfect. Big old iron pot. That's where we're gonna put the pike. I'm gonna give it a quick rinse. Wipe it down with some paper. and voila. Now, this is one of the big fillets, and one where I didn't remove the top line. But it's going good. Yeah, that also works. Okay, I did rip a little bit of meat off, so that's gonna go into the machine. Let's soak a little bit with some soy sauce, some more fish for the stew, more boneless, skinless pike fillet, and maybe wipe down or cutting board and a knife. You just want to avoid getting scales into the meat because they're hard to get out, and you don't do it, and it's not fun, eating scales. Nobody wants that. It's usually easiest to scrape off. Like I said, it's been a couple of years since I've done pike, but I would say I still got it. If this actually with the top line missing, I'm gonna try starting on the other side, just de-skinning. So I'm not gonna have any waste. Okay, I did cut the skin off through the skin. Here it's a very tail, and so I'm gonna have to take that off. Okay, done. Perfect. All right, but I gotta get 2 phones. That's gonna make my life with live streaming a lot easier, I think. Just to get 2 phones, 2 or 3. Don't have to be amazing, just decent. If anyone wants to give me a phone, I'm happy to take it. Yeah. More pike meat. Okay, no new comments, it looks like. Oh wait, I'm on top chat, I think. Let me set it on live chat. Live chat. How much? Okay. I still don't think I missed any messages. And some more sushi. It is really firm meat, by the way, Tom. You don't need anything to firm it up. Just frying in butter, and yeah, it's gonna be delicious. Mamma mia. This is a big ass pike fillet. I'm not used to getting this much meat off for pike, but they were all good sized ones. No, usually you all would have at least a couple small ones, stuff like that. Not this one time, and it shows. All right, two fillets left. Then we're gonna be go. Then we're gonna be gone. Oopsie doopsie. Gonna wash my hands one last time. One last time. Wash everything I need. Of course, I'm gonna be washing my hands again at some point. And while cleaning the kitchen, probably. Maybe I'm gonna let my hand clean the kitchen because I'm not really cleaning how he wants it anyway. Okay, there were some bones I forgot. And now let's get the skin off. Voila. Beautiful. I'm gonna give you guys a close up in a sec. Oh, now the water's pretty close to the looks of it. Okay, yep. My other life. Well, I'm gonna turn the camera around real quick. And so this is all the meat. Just for scale. I can't pick this up with one hand like this. This is too much. You need two hands. And I can put the tape measure. This is 1 foot till here. This is a lot of meat. And this is, you can see this thing is overflowing. That's a lot of meat. But yeah, the pike soup, this big old pot, that's all the leftovers, the carcasses, the skins, the bones. I'm just gonna put salt, garlic, and then just let it simmer for several hours, strain it out. And then you can put in any vegetables you like. Some fresh garlic, some onions, maybe some seared off carrots, maybe some parsley, any soup vegetables you have at hand. And if you want, you can also add some noodles, but I usually just make it a pike vegetable soup. But you can add whatever you want. And yeah, again, this thing. And yeah, like 1 foot. Again, this here is 1 foot from the tip of that black thing. And again, this thing is filled over the top. It looks like it's only half full when I film from the top, but nope, it is filled over the top. And like this thing is 1.5 feet. It's like an 18-inch pan easily, and like 1 foot wide. And it's like, again, it's overflowing with pike. So yeah. Anyway, people, this is how the battlefield looks now. And yeah, so thank you for watching. Maybe I'm gonna have to ask everyone who's there if they mind it, but if no one minds it, then I will maybe go live later for some of the cooking and the eating and show you guys that part. The marinade and stuff anyways. But for now, see you all. stay fishy. I hope you all have a lot of luck on the water, in life, and yeah. See you guys, and bye. I'm out. Peace.